one of the biggest issues that I've got with this car is the display screen. I do love it, and it is really good. It's clear, got everything with it, but unfortunately, it doesn't fold away anywhere. It is permanently fixed to the dash. You can't remove it, you can't do anything else with it. So from a security perspective, it's not the brightest of ideas, I've got to be honest. It would be good if it was like a deployable head unit, but maybe that might be an improvement for future models. But yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. But if I was designing it, I definitely would have considered that option. So another issue I found with the car is the door guards. Now when you're in the car, if something happens to go behind that little section there, unless you can contort your hand, or I've got seriously flexible bloody wrists, you ain't ever going to get anything from there. And it's just a really, really poor design, that is. Yeah, it's just not good. So another thing I've noticed, in the cold, you might be able to hear it, but it locks the aluminium, causes it to freeze. And also on the Dynamic Select, I physically cannot turn it. It just will not select. So that's a really bad sort of design fault, but without having to snap it, I really don't want to tempt fate. But yeah, that's another downfall of this car, unfortunately. Something that does annoy me about this car, unless you actually secure that seatbelt into the buckle itself, you go over bumps and it knocks. Now, I know it might not be the biggest of deals, but it is quite annoying. So when you've got your music blazing, you can't really hear it, but when you're chilling a little bit, it is a bit of a pain, and you can't exactly secure it any higher because it just keeps on falling back down. So unless you want to drive with your passenger seatbelt in and nobody in it, then it's one thing that I am a bit annoyed with sometimes. But now I can only assume that you have to choose the command online option or some other sort of package, but the telephone buttons here, they don't work. When you actually dial through your phone or on there, like that, it works and it's connected via Bluetooth, but you can't actually just use them. Now that, for voice activation, keep your finger on it, it doesn't do anything. But you press it twice, and it brings up the sat nav. And it only brings up the sat nav. I don't see the point in them.